You know, eating healthy is often seen as a luxury. With food prices still elevated, many families are cutting back on fresh produce, lean proteins, and whole grains. Yeah, CDC study says roughly 35% of U.S. adults can't afford nutritious food on a regular basis, especially fresh produce and those lean proteins. Add that to a Harvard study which found that on average, healthier diets cost about $1.50 more per person per day than less nutritious options. That adds up to be about $550 a year. And the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that prices for fresh fruits and vegetables have risen nearly 30% since the pandemic. But new data is showing that small swaps and smarter shopping choices can go a long way in keeping your body and both your budget on a balance. Here to break it all down for us is Dan Benardot, professor of practice at Emory Center for the Study of Human Health. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to be here with you.
All right. What's the biggest misconception when you hear about nutrition and affordability?
I think the biggest misconception is that people tend to lower the number of meals that they consume because they obviously don't have as much money to pay for meals. And meal skipping is a big problem because humans are essentially energy first systems. So we have to sustain a reasonably good energy balance throughout each 24 hours. And the best way to do that, whether you're on a budget or not, is to have smaller, more frequent meals. That becomes even more essential when there isn't enough food to consume so that you can stay in a reasonably good energy balanced state. So instead of the common 3-meal-a-day practice, I would say, have a somewhat smaller breakfast, eat a little bit mid-morning, have a little bit more at noon, have a little bit mid-afternoon, a little bit for dinner, and a little bit later. That will help you sustain a reasonably good energy balance so that your neurological system can keep functioning, and it helps to control the enzymes and the hormones that keep you well.
Yeah.
So if you go too long without eating, then you go into a low energy balance state, and you tend to tear down your muscle mass. When you eat, you tend to be hyperinsulinemic, so you make more fat, which increases the risk for cardiometabolic disorders. So, I think that's a big misconception. Another one is, protein. Mm-hmm. And people, are rightly concerned about protein, but they don't have the first clue about how to optimally eat it so that the body can use the protein that you have consumed well. Mm-hmm. So, ideally, humans can metabolize somewhere between 20 and 30 grams of protein in one meal. That's far less than people typically consume. But, if you look at the total protein requirement, that means that, again, you have to eat that protein a little bit more often throughout the day. So smaller feedings throughout the day helps you sustain both your energy balance and your protein state so that you can keep your tissues working. I can give you a little analogy if you'd like.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sure. So imagine you've got a car in Atlanta and you want to drive to Los Angeles, and you tell the car, look, the tank is full. Take me all the way to Los Angeles. I don't want to stop because I'm in a hurry to get there. I'll give you all the fuel you needed once we get there. Can't do that.
Yeah.
And actually, you have all kinds of problems if you do that with your own body. So you can't let yourself go into a low fuel state. You also can't talk to the car and say, I don't want to stop. I'm going to give you all the fuel you need right now for the entire trip. And the car says, well, my gas tank's not big enough. And you say, well, I'm going to give you more gas tanks.
Right.
And that means more fat mass for humans. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or you can have a third conversation, say, I'm going to fill you up now. I'm going to stop about every 350, 400 miles and fill you up again so that you never overfill and you never go to empty. So that's really, the best thing that you can do, especially when being able to provide a lot of variety of foods is difficult, as is the case with many people who are lower income.
Tell us, what are some of the common grocery items that people think are healthy but may not deliver on the best nutrition for their cost?
Well, a lot of the meats that they consume are high in fat, and that's not, desirable. Fried foods taste great, but, that exceeds, what the body can tolerate well without increasing body fatness and blood lipids, which can increase cardiometabolic disorders. But, a lot of people think that the best way to get good quality protein is to eat meats. And yes, meats provide good quality protein, but if you know how to combine vegetables and grains, you can get very good quality protein. So, as an example, beans are an excellent source of protein, but they're low in 2 essential amino acids. Whole grains are a good source of protein, but they're also low in 2 essential amino acids. But the 2 amino acids that the grains are low in are different than the 2 amino acids that the beans are low in. So if you eat them at the same time, you get a very nice balance of the essential amino acids, and you get a very good quality protein at an extremely low cost.
There you go, Dan.
So, little things like that.
Yep. Thanks so much for joining us. We're out of time now. I could talk to you all day about this, really. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. Thanks so much.
Have a great one.
All right.